Hello, my loves. Welcome to Tarot. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and smash that thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, I ask you to subscribe, please, and thank you, my loves. So you see, we're talking about Scrappy, Mama D, and Bambi. He actually threw a divorce party. And I'm sorry, I'm getting it so late, my loves, but I'm here. All right, so we're going to see what's the energy around them. The whole energy with Mama D and her son is, I actually get the energy of like her son is her husband. Besides, what's his name? Ernest. I believe that's her husband. All right, so let's see. Telepathic dream song soulmate. So that's how Mama D feels about her husband. Okay, that's what's coming out. So with Bambi and Scrappy, this is what I'm picking up. They hear songs. They have been dreaming of each other. You know how like it's over, but I'm still thinking of you. That's what I'm picking up. Technically, my love. Let's see what else comes out. All right, what is this? Entrap, pregnancy, money. So this is how Mama D feels about Bambi. That she entrapped her son. That she got pregnant. To keep Scrappy, and that's how the money was keep on coming, and they were saying. But from what we know is that, all right, so they have very high chemistry, Baby and Scrappy. So just know that the love is still there. It's over, but they still care about each other. I don't care what they're saying in the background. Look, so this is still going on. You see, it came in reverse: financial support, child support, alimony, government. So just know that that is about to hit the woo. You already know. So just know that's going on in the dynamic too. So don't be surprised when you start hearing it. Lock, blocks, closed, and trapped, frustrated. This is how Mama D was feeling about their whole situation. I'm picking up that she didn't really like Bambi too much anyway. She didn't feel like Bambi, or as she used to call it, the band, was good enough for her son. Okay? Unquenchable, wanting more. This is Bambi's energy. She wanted more out their marriage, out their relationship. More of like Mama D energy. Get out the way, mind your business, okay? So I'm also picking up like she feels like a lot of their problems was coming from Mama D. Threatened, embarrassed. All right, let's get clarity on that. Here we go. The rabbit hole, let's go on down it because it's already starting. You terrified, embarrassed, imperative. All right, the Empress, pregnancy, fertility. This is more of Bambi's energy, and it's two cards stuck together. So we have the Empress. This is Bambi. So it was like they're threatened and embarrassed. She was very embarrassed by Mama D when she came around. Okay, like her actions, the things that she did, the way that she carried herself at certain events. Like she didn't like. Also, we have the Nine of Cups. So the things that Bambi thought it was going to be. So we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Nothing was fulfilled. It's like shattered dreams, nightmare, unhappiness, devastation, misery, lack of fulfillment. So that's what went on in their marriage. That was not a happy marriage. So if you thought that it was a happy marriage, it wasn't, my loves. It was mess. So then we had the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So just know that it was a lot of money problems in that marriage. They was having a problem with money. And also Bambi felt like, Scrappy was on the lazy side, my loves. So then we have the Strength card, right? So she didn't want to leave him. It took all the courage that she had. She was like, I have to take control of this. I have to overcome this. I have to focus on what's better for me and my children. And right now, the dynamics of this relationship is not good. So it's time to go. So just don't think that it was easy for her to go. It was very hard because she loves that man. No matter what anybody thinks or what they feel right now, she still does love him at this time. But Mama D was a big, all right, third party energy. See? Told y'all. This is Mama D obsession, like getting into their business. Must be a part of it, must know everything that's going on, doesn't approve of things that's going on in their life. So just know that that was a lot of their problems. If Bambi could have held on a little bit longer, she would have. All right, let's see what else we get. Because you already know we're going to go over to the words of truth and find out the real. Let's see, Bambi and Scrappy. Bambi and Scrappy. All right, what is this? Paranoid. Somebody's paranoid. Somebody is carrying paranoid energy. Let's see who that is. Let's get some clarity on who is paranoid. Some clarity on paranoid. Like looking over their shoulder. Queen of Cups. Let's see. This is Bambi. Self-sabotaging behavior, deception, lack of communication. She felt like people were bullying her, like people are on Scrappy's side as far as this divorce. She feels like she has to look over her shoulder with the Queen of Cups. It's like this is bad because she is very vain, and she feels like she sacrificed herself unnecessarily for Scrappy and Mama Day, and that marriage. She feels defeated. She feels like it's time to reboot her life. She wants to, she wants that fresh start. That's why reboot has came up. Conspiracy. Other people plotting to keep you together. That's how she felt about Mama D. She felt like Mama D was doing everything in her power to keep them away from each other and to sabotage their marriage. All right, come on through, Sean. But it's kind of bad that, at least we know that Mama D does love, I believe his name is Ernest, that she has that soulmate. They have more of their friendship energy than marriage type energy. You understand what I'm saying? All right. And she was the third party. And others, because there was a lot of cheating going on. Partial. More to the story. So just know that there's way more to the story than what we know. Which we already know that. It's always his side, her side, the gray, this piece, that piece. You know how it goes. So just know that we're not getting the whole story from either sides of them. Building. She wanted to build. She wanted more from her marriage. Baby wanted more. She didn't want this to end. Telling people in the beginning it was a lot of bragging going on. It was bragging about the relationship, bragging about what type of man, you know, bragging on how much she loved him. But it's like I bit off more than I could chew. I love this man, but it's like he won't listen to me on my feelings, on how I feel about his mother, on how his mother is getting into our business, what she's doing to our marriage. It impacted their marriage in a very negative way. That's why you see the hammer, my loves. And it was like she feels like she tried to do her best to stay on Mama D's side. But with a woman who loves, you see how, make sure you always watch the candle, okay, my loves? But you know how a woman knows that another woman feels about their son. So she was trying to do everything in her power to make this woman happy, try not to be like the other woman. The negative things that she heard about Scrappy's other relationship, Bambi was not trying to do that in that situation. She was trying to make Mama D happy. And instead of, worrying about her and her marriage, she was too busy worried about what Mama D was working. And just know that, let me check that right now, because it was third party energy, but I believe it wasn't just Scrappy. I believe that they both was doing what they did. Okay, so let's get some clarification. Was there cheating in the marriage on both sides? Was there cheating in the marriage on both sides? All right. So in the beginning now, on Bambi's side, he was cheating all the time with the King of Swords in reverse. He was cheating. Bambi, things didn't start getting tricky. As they say, life is tricky because, the King of Swords comes up as selfishness, ruthless, devious, premeditated, someone who is overly cautious. So he already has his own agenda coming into this marriage, okay? And he had a lot of options. It was a lot of women, multiple possibilities. So he had a lot of picking with the Seven of Cups. He had a lot of women to choose, but he chose Bambi. The Knight of Swords, he moved too fast, right? So he feels like he missed out on another opportunity when he chose Bambi. He left somebody behind. And when you do stuff like that, and Bambi's like, I'm just gonna wait here patiently. So, whether we like it or not, Scrappy allegedly, this reading was for entertainment purposes only. Everything is alleged. I'm just poison ivy, and metaphysical science cannot be proven as of yet. Okay, my love? But just know that Bambi didn't move on with her life until she realized that it was over. So that's when she started doing what she did. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? During the marriage, Scrappy was feeling his wild because he has plenty of options out there with the Seven of Cups. And he had a whole lot of women to pick from. A lot of women loved him. But right now, Bambi is trying to move on with her life, trying to, you know, heal from the situation. Does she still love this man? Yes, she does, very much so. But she knows that nothing good is going to come from that relationship and she can't stay because of Mama D. And she knew that her husband, she wasn't naive to her husband's the big single, acting like they're okay with being single. That is Bambi's energy coming through. She's not happy with this divorce. Like I said, she loves her husband, and it's sad that this had to go. But you cannot time this. This is I'm picking up Diamond's energy. Like feels like no time was wasted. So when he picked back up with Diamond, it's like things went right back in their dynamic where they left off at. So her energy is coming through. But just know that Bambi is not happy that she's not, that their marriage is done and it's over. Memorize. This is Diamond's energy. She's engulfed by Scrappy. She loves everything about that man. When she was away from him, she still was thinking about him, loving on him, etc. Wow. And my love, if you think it was only good, you are sadly mistaken, baby. All right. So here we go to the word of truth, because it's about to tell us more of the business, okay? All right, my babies. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. I said love, blessings, peace, light to all of my loved ones. Welcome to all my people, my new people, and you already know the ones that's been rocking. I sent you kisses and hugs. You already know. And to my new people, don't think I'm leaving you out either. You still got to get a feel for me. All right, here we go, babe. I go from the bottom. Money. Money problems. We're going to stop right here with the word of the truth. So just know that money, even though we seen them on those shows, money was not good. That's why it's in reverse. They had money issues. What else? So that's how Bambi is feeling. She's feeling abandoned by Scrappy. It's like you could have stood in there and fought for me a little bit harder, but you decided to leave this the saddle. But he had a lot of decisions to make, and also she had a lot of decisions to make, whether to do better for her and her children or to sit there. And she decided to move on. He also had many decisions to make because, just like I said, the pot was overflowing with women and opportunities. Sense. So they both can't make sense of where, they both have their own thoughts and feelings on how their marriage crumbled. But everybody has to take accountability for the things that they have done. When nobody wants to take accountability, that's the problem, right, my loves? We already know. Sobriety. So let's get some clarity. I was just about to ask, is it Scrappy? So Scrappy is trying to stay positive. He's trying to stay, clean from some substances that he did allegedly. He's trying to move into a clearer light in thinking with the sun energy. So let's see, was Bambi touching any substances while the marriage was going on or now? Yep. And we have the Judgment card. That was affecting their marriage too. That both of them like to indulge and look at certain things. So, you know, it was like, yeah, I do it, but he does it more than I do. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why this is coming up the end of their marriage because of those substances too. I should. All right, so now we got to clear it. So just know that it was substances, and then you have them both, you know, trying to get on the straight and narrow and walk away, but they don't want to be accountable. They don't want to be accountable for their actions. Like, okay, if you did it, you did it. It is what it is. It's not like it's anything new in this world, especially when it comes to the celebrity world. As I always tell all of you, the celebrity world is way different than our world. Things are more accepted in that world than is accepted by, you know, us normal people. I'll put it to you like that. All right, let's get it. Energy. They feel like they're energized, that they both have a new start. They are not having communication right now. I'm picking up they don't even want to talk to each other. It's just going to be chaos, confusion, and a whole bunch of arguing. But I told you that they still love each other. So this is the second time that even though that their relationship is over, they don't want it to be over. And I'm picking up that's more on Bambi's energy. It's more like this is not only my husband or my ex-husband now, but this is the father of my children. She didn't want it to end. She was trying to hold on to it, but she didn't feel like their marriage was dull, but he felt like it was dull. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't as it was in the beginning. You understand where it's going? He does find her to be very beautiful. He does find her to be a very beautiful woman, which they, you know, most people start calling each other's names. He feels like he wasn't doing any inappropriate relationships. That's why it's in reverse. But we already know that it was inappropriate relationships and things going on in their marriage. Let's make that very clear. There's no way around it. You see, hopelessness is in reverse. So she's still holding on to that baby come back type energy. Expansion. So they both want to expand on businesses and the things that they do in life. So that's where they're both at. That's why expansion has come out. Are we surprised? We already knew that conflict was going to come out because it's a lot of conflicts like pushing, pulling energy. It's never going to be anything good. We're not going to hear nothing positive about they're not going to say nothing positive about each other right now, okay? Because now it's like I love you, but you started tearing me apart. So since you threw that party, now I had to start tearing you apart. You get where this is going? It's where their intentions were. Which I'm also picking up is that their intentions were not correct when it came into the marriage, my love. No movement, no peace. That's why it's in reverse. Conflict. So, you know, they will be both successful away from each other because they're going to go on different journeys. So if you think that they're going to hit against the wall, right now they are against the wall a little bit, but you know they will have financial success because of who they are. Okay? None of this. This went away in their marriage a long time ago. And when you're in ecstasy with somebody else, how can you expect your marriage to be in ecstasy? So letting go is in reverse. So like I already told you, that's that I want to hold on tight. But you can't hold on to something that's gone, my baby. It's already gone. This is what Bambi's trying to do to herself and in her life. And this is also what Scrappy is doing. When he threw that divorce party, that's what he was trying to prove. Like, I'm outside. I'm doing better. I got my energy. I let her go. Let's get it. There was abuse going on in that relationship. Let's get some clarity on abuse. Verify abuse. I'm not actually surprised that that has come out. It was on both sides. It was on both sides. And it was more abuse of money because of bad financial decisions and money management. So, you know, they was having a lot of delays, poor planning with the Page of Swords. They was at a stalemate with their money. They was sitting on the fence. They was at a crossroads because they did not make good decisions as far as financial decisions. They and nothing lasts forever. So it wasn't, it was some talking here and there, things, words were said when, you know, when it got a little bit heated. But are you surprised there either? So just know that they used to say nasty things to one another when things used to get hot, but they abused their money. They're thinking that the money is going to be long and that, these TV shows is going to last forever. And they wasn't thinking about the future, so that money was being spent on the wrong things. Okay? Told you. They thought that they was going to be okay and didn't manage their money wisely. When when COVID came out, that's what was a lot of issues. I already told you it was third party energy. That Scrappy was doing what he do, and he was trying to override, like basically cover her eyes, like it wasn't going on. But she knew that it was going on the whole time. She wasn't stupid. They have a lot of differences, and that's how where people look at this whole marriage and this whole connection with these two. That's why they actually was like the yin and yang a little bit because opposites attract. People who are different attract. They have like a lot of same, but they have power together. Okay. Right now, their manifestation is they can manifest what they want now that they're not together. Usually when you're in a bad relationship, a bad marriage, or you're just with somebody that you're not supposed to be with, sometimes in life you will see a lot of blocks come in until you release that energy, release that person, and then doors will start opening. That's what's happening in their life. But you also have to get yourself together. Remember that too. The doors will not open without change. If you don't change, the same things will keep on happening and happening and happening. And then you have to look at yourself in the mirror. And actually, it's time for them to look at themselves in the mirror now, right? They have a lot of new possibilities. They both have been, period. This is Bambi. Because she thought that she was going to have her husband forever. She thought that, what Erica didn't have and what Shay didn't do that she could do, that her marriage wasn't going to crumble. But sometimes when you point that finger, you got to be a little bit careful. So just know that it was like a lot of third party energy. He's sitting up there like, I'm over it, but he still loves his wife. Know that Mama D was all up in their business and she was a big problem. And that it scared Bandy a lot because instead of making your husband happy, he was too busy trying to make Mama D happy and trying to stop a lot of arguments. And instead of getting control over his mother, which, let me tell you something, me and Mama D are born on the same day, 9/21. We are some wild children, and we do what we want to do, and nobody can make us do anything that we don't want to. That's it. That's all. Anybody who knows me will tell you that. You probably see a comment in the comment section from, family who know me and will say, that's her. But Mama D is, instead of worrying about her marriage, she's too busy in her husband's marriage. And she caused her husband's marriage to fold, and it was a lot of unhappiness. And instead of, putting his foot down, he didn't want to disrespect or hurt his mom. You understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes you have to say, listen, you're going too far. It's time to step back. Boyfriend and girlfriend, that's one thing. But when you get married, that's a whole nother situation. All right, my dudes, we got some clarity that, what's the straw that broke the camel's back. was Mama D was all up in it, not minding her business, putting her 2 cents into it. That's all I have for you today. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that thumbs up if you're not subscribed, my babies. Make sure to subscribe, please, and thank you. I send love and light to each and every one of you. I thank you for all of my subscribers, my new and my old ones. I send you all love and have a peaceful and positive weekend, my love. See you later.